Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay. That's right, we're on number 34 of these things, but this is a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
Albert's really mixing it up nowadays.
Mm-hmm. We're mixing it up. We're joining Mixer, all right, guys? We took the deal.
Yep.
We're joining Mixer. It's happening.
Yeah. About what, 30 million split across three of us?
Mm-hmm. 30 million each.
30 million each, sorry.
30 bones. 30 million bones.
I think I'm lowballing about 700,000 subscribers by the end of the week.
Okay. I think we can hit 1 million if we're...
Yeah, if we really put in
our
the
cards
time.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Geoff Keighley, a name said by Tristan Jung mainly.
a name familiar to us.
To us. And you know, he's a lovable Canadian man. You know what he decided to do?
What did he decide to do?
He decided to give us the mother load of post E3 style press conference news video world exclusive content.
On a Monday, right before we're recording.
Tuesday on Europe, right? Or is it still Monday on Europe?
But still not on a Wednesday, which is usually when everything happens.
So, we got Gamescom news, which, you know, every year there's some, but this is the first year they're doing this. What do you want to call it? It's not like a, well, the publishers had their own things, right? Like Microsoft had theirs, Nintendo had their indie thing. And then Stadia had... Did you see that, Tristan? Did you watch the Stadia thing?
I heard there are a lot of issues. That's all I heard. I heard it was very underwhelming, too.
I heard it was like a nothing.
Mm.
And some people said it lowered their expectations for the actual product, which...
Is Stadia gonna die before it launches? Are they gonna return my $130?
They're not going to do that. But, you know, sometimes saying nothing is better than saying something, right?
Mm-hmm.
This might have been one of those cases. In other news, we got... we'll do Gamescom first. There's some extra news, but we'll do Gamescom. So, a lot of stuff...
Are we going to do what have you been playing?
Well, I know what you've been... Well, actually... Okay. Let me say right now, ladies and gentlemen, listening right now, Tristan Jung only plays one game, and that's Final Fantasy XIV. But
wrong.
He picked up a new game, and now he wants me to do this segment. So, unbeknownst to me, to the world, we're gonna... What have you been playing for 1 minute?
For 1 minute.
Quick, rapid fire.
So,
Tristan Jung, start us off.
So, I've been playing this fantastic game by Terry Kavanagh called Dicey Dungeons. It's kind of a...
What is that?
It's a roguelike...
Ticey Bungeons?
No, not Picey Bungeons. Dicey Dungeons. It's a roguelike game with classes and dice-oriented
and dungeons? Is there dungeons in it too?
There's supposedly dungeons in this game.
There are some dungeons. It's fantastic. The music's great. Music's by Chipsel.
He brought him back again?
They brought her back.
They brought them back.
Yeah, and it's been a fantastic 8 hours so far. I'm only about 10% through the game. I'm looking forward to playing the rest.
I love it. I'll pick it up after I'm done playing my game, which is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Guys, it's
what's been
fun.
going on? I heard there's a lot of twists in that.
I haven't reached it. I haven't been playing a lot because I've been busy on the weekends and I'm tired on the weekdays, so I don't play a lot.
Is it because Alex and I are not there to provide insightful commentary about how creepy the professor is in that game?
Shh! We don't talk about that. Okay?
Don't question Sensei.
Yes,
it's tea time.
It's fun. Tea times are great. First game where a recorded statistics in the game is impactful tea times. All right?
Yep.
Gotta get those impactful tea times. But it's fun. I love it. This is like the first Fire Emblem game I've gotten into. I didn't really like the old ones. I still think Advance Wars is a superior game, but you know, this one's good. So yeah. Alex, you wanna tell us what you've been playing?
I've been dabbling in some Metal Wolf Chaos on and off.
Oh,
Oh,
did you really
man.
get that? I didn't even know you've been playing that.
Nope, I've been playing on the side and the down low.
Side game.
Yep.
Side.
Can't let your main game know that you're cheating on it.
Yep.
It's your side game.
Little did you know, I've been the president this whole time.
Oh, man.
No, I've been having fun through it. It's got some issues. It runs at like 30 FPS locked. I want to look up if there's like a patch or anything to uncap it, but other than that, it's pretty solid. It's memey for the most part.
From Swaffer's greatest hits.
Yep.
Right there.
The hidden gem.
Hidden gem. Oh, everyone loves a good hidden gem.
You haven't played a game this hard.
Like, difficulty-wise?
Oh, the difficulty's all over the place. Some enemies will just like instantly obliterate you at times, and others it just does like nothing. So yeah, there's absolutely no level balance whatsoever in this game.
Because we got a lot of games coming out in the next, like, 2 months, by the way, so put your hats on.
Oh man, I'm still looking forward to Monhun.
It's true. Random side note, there's the game that I really want to pick up is actually the new Yu-Gi-Oh game on Switch.
Wow.
I heard it's pretty good.
I want to play that Digimon Survival Apocalypse Death game.
Yeah, that one has
That's a
definitely
thing?
piqued my interest. I'm not sure what's going on with it though. I haven't looked much further into it other than knowing the like dark theme.
I have to say right now, the advertising for this game, this Yu-Gi-Oh game, first sentence, believe in the heart of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's roll into Gamescom. All right, we're going to play, it's not really a game. Yoshino, we do our hot or not sort of,
Packin' or lackin'.
packing or lacking.
Packin' or lackin'.
This one we got a variation. We're calling it Gamescom or Lamescom. All right.
Ooh.
All right, I
Got
like
it.
this.
All right. So it's the same format. I'm gonna read a game out, and I don't know if you guys saw the whole presentation. Some of these, actually, majority of these games we've already seen before, or they've been announced before.
Mhm.
So these were kind of like extra footage. But you're gonna give me if you're game or it's lame. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And if it's something we don't know about it, we'll just skip because there was some weird crap in here. And I might have missed some stuff. So if there's something that, if you did watch it or heard about it and I missed it, bring it up. But first, we're going to talk about Cliff Bleszinski's old flame, Gears 5.
Is there a middle?
Samescom. Sames.
Sames. I'll take a Sames.
Yeah, I'd go Sames too. The past like advertisements just really soured it for me, even though it was all right this time.
They actually showed gameplay.
Yep.
I'm not a Gears fan, so I haven't been looking for it, but just what I've seen from like E3 and when they talked about it before, we never saw for like actual just third person you're in the game playing. It was like, hey, here's an animated cutscene, and here's stuff about the story, and here's this new mode. And then the first couple minutes of the presentation of this one too was also like animated CG cutscene. And it's like, do they just think that people know what Gears of War is? So they're like, you don't need to see gameplay.
Please, Albert. Gears is known for its rich story.
Honestly, they should have shown off Gears Funko Pop, because I'd be Gamescom all over that.
Oh boy. If I recall, they showed that off at the
They did.
Microsoft conference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! All right, next game. This one came out of nowhere. It's called Comanche. I think it's a remake of an older game.
Yep,
similar.
it's a classic game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To describe briefly, it's imagine you had 6v6 Battlefield, but everyone has choppers.
Everyone is a chopper.
Everyone is a chopper. You are a chopper.
Yeah,
And it's,
it made me
ridiculous.
kind of think of like World of Tanks or something. You know,
It looks
that kinda
cooler
thing.
than that. Honestly.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like it has a much higher budget, I think.
The
interesting.
framey, it was a little framey, but I mean, it's still in development.
Mhm.
Like, it's coming out late next year or sometime
Early
next year,
access.
so, yeah. So, I think they did say it on one of the things, I think it's like shape the game. So, they're going to do an early access sort of provide us your feedback so we can make a great game, which, I don't have anything against that.
If BF helicopter control is, if it's gonna be similar to that, this is a Lamescom for me.
Oh.
I do not have the abilities required to pilot a helicopter in that game.
You just sit in the gunner seat and go like, bah, 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 bah,
Yeah,
bah, bah.
exactly. I mean, if we can have helicopter partners, I'd be down. Otherwise, Gamescom for me.
I'm game on it. I like it. I like Ace Combat and stuff, but helicopters is a fun change from the usual jet gameplay. So, yeah.
I'm gonna +1 at 2 on I'm game.
Wow.
There's not many games like this that come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's usually tank stuff or recently some boat stuff. Time to come back into helicopter stuff. Also, the maps are like crazy. There's like arches and you can crash into them, and they're very vertical. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping there's maybe like a middle ground where there's like an arcade mode where you can just fly around really fast and it's simplified controls, and then there's maybe like a more realistic mode where it is like the Battlefield style
and then there's
combat.
VR mode where you get motion.
Yep, where you get vertigo and just, yep.
Yeah. Alright, this next one, it's a new one. It's kind of a meme one. Gotta put the meme ones in. DCL the game. It's a game where you're a professional drone racer.
Have we hit
Drone Champions League.
Have we hit peak video games? Like, is it all downhill from here?
No, because it's about to spice up a little bit. We got more coming. Within the same press conference.
Go on.
Hit us.
Well, not yet. It might be in a bit. But next one, we got Need for Speed Heat. We've known of this game for a while. What do you guys think of Need for Speed?
I'm pretty lame on it.
I actually loved Need for Speed. Need for Speed Underground. Need for Speed Underground 2.
What about Hot Pursuit?
Hot Pursuit. Was that a Need for Speed game? That was.
Yes.
I am optimistic, but I feel like they're doing the same mistake again by trying to make it like a narrative type of gameplay. You know, you're on the run, blah blah blah. So I just hope that they keep the driving mechanics. They make the driving mechanics good, because the last one, Need for Speed, what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called.
I think it was just called Need for Speed, right? Didn't they do that thing where
Payback.
they just take off? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that one wasn't that good. So I'm hopeful. Let's see where it goes. I think. Payback. That was the one where you do like heists and things.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't care. Just give me a racing game, and I'll be set.
One of the things they said, which I didn't play the last Need for Speed, but they were like, we added cops back in. I assume cops have been in all of them.
Not all of them. That was
not all of them.
That was kind of like more of a Hot Pursuit thing.
Okay, so they've added cops back. So there's Pursuit cops back. And I don't know if you saw it, but this game looks gorgeous, by the way. This game looks amazingly good.
Oh, it's got the ray tracing going on.
Does it?
I don't know.
I'm
fairly
naming
certain
now. It does. But
I'm assuming it's using like Frostbite or something, but it looks really good. Alex, did you have a lamer game or same or?
No, I said it was pretty lame, but
all right.
Mostly because where Tristan has optimism, I'm just fully pessimistic. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Remember the last time I had optimism?
The last time we had this was Fallout 76, so...
So, I mean, it's EA. I'm expecting loot boxes to unlock paint skins.
Oh, they're already doing that.
Okay,
it's already in like
doing
alpha and stuff like that. Yeah,
right.
They're already doing it. They're on.
They're ahead of me.
They're on this.
I'm in pursuit.
You're in pursuit? Alright,
yeah.
But are you in pursuit of this next game? Out of nowhere, by the way. Kerbal Space Program.
I think I'm actually pretty excited for this. Kerbal Space Program is the game that I download when I feel like I need some sort of mental stimulation, and then I get very discouraged from it because it's so difficult. So,
and then you watch the YouTube videos of like people that with like multi-stage rockets like landing on the moon and coming back. And
you're like, well, I guess that's that.
Well,
nope, time to die.
Paste today.
It looks like from the trailer that they're kind of going into the base building mechanic, perhaps.
Yeah.
They haven't shown any gameplay.
Base.
Very interesting. Once again, I'll probably buy it and never play it because I'm really bad at these type of games. But Gamescom. Was that? That's the word.
I think you just said game.
Game.
I'm
game.
I'm game.
I'm game.
Yeah. I'm game for it.
This is lame.
I'm game. Because I like these kinds of games where you have to really put a lot of thought and effort into learning the systems and mechanics to really see success.
And then, honestly, this game is, even when you have failure, it's hilarious to watch, too.
Yeah, a lot of times the results are just great. But if I had to...
Rocket does,
I guess if I had to criticize anything, it's just that we didn't see any kind of gameplay happen.
Yeah, like, obviously it was a cinematic, but I hope they're running a new engine that looks better.
Right, yeah. It would definitely help if it had a decent-looking engine this time.
Predator Hunting Grounds. Alright? So, it's a game where you're playing like a Marine recon force, and I'm pretty sure you're fighting against an AI group-controlled base, like trying to infiltrate it. And there's a single player who's playing as a Predator.
Oh, no.
From, like, AVP.
Guys, haven't we done this 30 times? It's not gonna work.
SCP.
Evolve.
Yeah, that too.
So, this will be interesting.
Gamescom.
You guys know that old Counter-Strike mod? Like, the something where, like, one person's an invisible monster?
Like the Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good game mode, but it doesn't really work as a game, like a standalone game.
Yeah. I always feel that 4v1s don't work as well, or like 3v1s or whatever.
Yeah, I guess I can't help but feel that I'd rather see like a new good Alien vs. Predator title.
Like Alien Isolation or something? I
No,
guess...
like the old Alien vs. Predator games, where it was like 3-way multiplayer, and it was actually really cool because the three sides played completely differently.
Yeah. Alright, this next one. I've been avoiding it a little because I don't want to spoil myself too much, but Borderlands 3 was there.
Ooh.
Are you guys getting this next month? What's going on?
I'm still miffed about the Epic Store thing, but
yeah, I'm waiting, right? Just because I heard they don't even have like cloud saves, right? And a good thing about Borderlands is like I get a new computer or I switch out hard drives and I download it and my saves from Borderlands 2 are still there, right? And it's like no cloud saves on Epic Store. It's like, eh. Also, like they don't really have a friends list thing that works that well, and Borderlands is all about playing with your friends. So
I'm a bit Gamescom. I actually never was into Borderlands that much.
You should see Alex Nestor right here. Oh, man.
Yeah, I played way too much of Borderlands 2.
Farming the same boss.
Just looter shooters. I don't know. It's just me and looting. It's a dangerous game.
You know what game is going to have great loot? Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh,
let me tell you.
God.
This game is going to have so much loot.
I think I'll pass on that one.
How about Dicey Dungeons?
That's a Gamescom for me. Dicey Dungeons? Gamescom for me.
Any loot?
There is no
game?
loom.
Loot. No loom?
Loot.
Okay. Is there Fruit of the Loom? Can I get some undies?
Do dice wear underwear? Philosophical question for the listeners.
I think
tweet us your answers at Viewport Gaming. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm like, this game probably is just gonna be more Borderlands, which is good, but I've been kind of avoiding it because I don't want to hype myself up.
Initial impressions I've read, I've avoided basically all footage. I've seen people say it's basically just more Borderlands 2, which not bad to me. I actually loved a lot of Borderlands 2 systems. I wish more games would incorporate them.
Just less pre-sequel stuff, please.
No moon jumping. Oh my goodness.
Moon jumping, please.
Yep. And let's keep the maps less big and open, empty spaces.
Yeah. Oh boy. This one's in here, Darksiders Genesis.
Yeah.
It's like a Diablo style game.
Wait, Darksiders Diablo?
I think that's what it looked like.
Oof.
It was like top-down action RPG. Maybe not like looter.
Gamescom. Right? I'm just gonna ignore the whole...
No, I'm just gonna say no loot now. What are you gonna say?
Gamescom.
Now there's loot.
Gamescom.
Loot makes everything better.
Let me look at... Let me skim through another... Oh yeah, this is totally like Diablo style. No loot that I can see. It's like action RPG-ish, but I can't see any loot anyways. So we'll have to look at more, but we know Tristan's opinions on this, depending on whether there's loot or not.
Loot box, sign me up. No loot box, don't sign me up.
Loot box? You want loot boxes?
Loot box, whatever. That's why I play all the Bethesda and EA games now. I'm the resident sucker for loot boxes.
I like it. You're a resident sucker. All right, we'll put that on your business card. Next one. Hey guys, have you heard of a game called Destiny 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're releasing more content. And I honestly skipped over this part because I wasn't interested.
I want to be interested, but I feel like I've been bit by it so hard that I can't. This one had a giant
mech thing that you can control. And not like those Fortnite mech things that, I don't know if you guys have heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I heard there's a large uproar about the mechs.
And Epic was like, we want every player to be able to have their first
battlefield moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but we got mechs in this game now, so.
I don't know. I honestly, if they kind of reduce the price point, I may actually come back. But at this point,
you like Destiny 2? You guys like it?
I like the first 10 hours, and that I didn't like the rest of it.
So basically the game and then nothing else. Now it is. When we played it, it was definitely not any longer than 10 hours.
Oh, so you like the whole game?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds like you guys are pretty met on that.
Yeah, at this point, I just don't really have interest to go back. And like I said, I've always liked Borderlands 2's skill system a lot more than Destiny 2's.
Here's my biggest gripe about Destiny 2. It's like 100 gigabytes. And like, I have no space on my computer to actually store this game.
I'm gonna say right now, that sounds like a personal problem.
Big guy over here.
Look at this guy.
Imagine a review for like Doom 2016. 9 out of 10. Amazing game, but too big of a game.
Couldn't fit on my hard drive.
Couldn't fit on my hard drive.
Honestly, that sounds like something I would write.
Some point, you gotta compress at some point.
Yeah, come on. 2019. Figure it out.
Talk to Pied Piper. They've got you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a little Silicon Valley reference.
Silicon Valley reference. All right. Speaking of valleys, here comes the greatest gaming moment.
Stardew Valley 2?
This decade. No, it's actually, there is a new esports league.
Oh,
and it
boy.
will be called the Farming Simulator League, a competitive league for Farming Simulator.
You know what? Why not?
This is like official. They will have events and giant, like, massive powered PCs, right?
Massive power. Does it have ray tracing?
It has ray tracing. It can like analyze the speed of sound to molecular levels. All right.
What's the prize pool like? Have they said that yet?
Is it crowdfunded?
Basically bigger than TI is what he's saying.
$110,000.
That's a fair amount for...
Actually, this one, that's the grand prize. It says over $250,000.
For a farming simulator game, that is something I would not have expected.
Alright, guys, start going to your locals, start getting into nationals.
Yep.
You might have a shot.
This is where you tell your farmer parents, Mom, Dad, I'm going into digital farming because it makes more money.
Why am I even playing TFT? This is where all the money is.
This is where the money is. How much money is there in TFT?
0.
Nothing right now. There's no
there you go.
tourney scene.
So here we go.
That's hilarious. Is it not a meme? I feel like this is a meme.
No, this is... Do you know how many copies the last one sold?
Yeah, do you know how much DLC they can probably shell out?
Oh, God.
Tristan, how many copies did Farming Simulator 2019 sell?
Half mil?
Half mil? Alex, you got an answer?
2 mil.
11 million.
What? Who's buying this game?
Germany. Germany is buying this video game. You saw Angela Merkel playing Farming Simulator, right?
That's why Germany's a shit show right now.
All right.
All right. We got a couple more. We're gonna roll through these a little faster. So this one's interesting. You guys need to see this if you didn't see it. It's called Erica. It shadow dropped, so it's out right now.
Oh, we saw it. We saw the video.
Yeah, we saw it.
Oh, you saw this? Yeah, this one. Whoa.
Can you explain it to me?
You're a little bit more excited than we are, I feel.
Imagine, you remember those full motion FMVs?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Back on like the 3DO. Did anyone have a 3DO? All you 3DO homeboys out there.
I feel like you're too young to own a 3DO.
My cousins owned one, and I played Gex on it all the time. It's essentially where people thought that storytelling in video games were going to be just like live action video, and then you just choose the direction the story goes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Kojima video game.
Yeah.
It reminds me kind of Heavy Rain, but if it was like real life.
If it was good.
Right? Like, if it was good. I wouldn't say Heavy Rain was a bad game.
Sorry.
But,
yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it's like that. I thought it was the most polished, Hollywood-looking production of an interactive video game movie thingy that there's been.
I didn't know you were so gung-ho about FMV games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but this one's just the best one that's come out. Right? Like, at first when VR was out, it was like, VR. And then there's that one game, right? That kind of like changes your opinion a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't played this game, but just the trailer looked interesting.
I don't know. I remember the Elijah Wood FMV? Transference. I feel like FMV...
Was that an FMV?
Was it not an FMV?
It was a VR game, right?
Oh, shit. I feel like FMVs are such a niche audience, because, like, it's not really a game, it's not really a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Bandersnatch, I guess, if we had to make some analogy. Like the Netflix thing that they did.
Yeah, it's like where you're voting with your remote to do what happens next.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a negative Nancy about this. I'm just not feeling it.
I will tell you that Transference won Best VR Game and Immersive Reality Game of the Year at the Golden Joysticks and the DICE Awards.
Oh boy. Oh, DICE. Nice.
So it wasn't bad, I think. But yeah. All right, we'll move on. What do you wait? You guys lame? I guess lame on this.
Oh yeah,
I'm lame on it.
All right. I'll be the.
Are you being paid?
Odd one out.
Are you shilling out?
I think he's making sponsorship right now.
This is not the Albert I know. I feel, unless we've been missing some.
I've never spoken out against FMVs. In fact, I think this is the first FMV game we've talked about. Coincidence? I think not. How about this one? Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, more gameplay, 2v2.
Game. I'm the resident bad game lover. So
Tristan, can we play 2v2 together until I get frustrated that you always die, and then I don't want to play with you anymore?
I don't know if we need to play Modern Warfare to experience that.
Yeah, we can just boot up Battlefield 5 right now and see what happens pretty fast. You know what? I'm feeling better about Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I'm pretty game.
It's looking better than I thought it would be. So, I might actually pick this one up.
By the way, Ground War, that mode we talked about.
Yep.
Yeah.
It changed it. It's 32 versus 32 now. So, not 100 v 100 or 50 v 50.
Downsized a little bit.
It's pretty big downsizing.
Yeah, it is. It's like a certain other franchise.
Wow.
Can't top them.
I'm going to write a think piece called Have We Hit Peak Video Game? I'm going to write that.
Do it. Because we're going to talk about Hideo Kojima next.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hideo Kojima.
I'm back.
Wouldn't be a Jeff event if he didn't appear.
Exactly. Death Stranding, guys. It's coming out in 3 months.
What do we know? Where are we going? Honestly, that quote-unquote trailer was just a tech demo.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Jeff trailer, I'm gonna call.
Oh, there was 3 trailers, actually, that
of course there were 3 trailers.
And one of them explained a lot behind the mechanics of why the babies are there and stuff like that.
The babies are like they see things, right?
Yeah, well, it's like they're like taken from like it's you have to watch it. It's
You have
weird.
to be there.
It's Kojima, dude. Okay, I can't explain it in like. If you were like put a 5-paragraph essay on my desk by 8 a.m. tomorrow, it would be like a 5-page essay.
No, honestly, the engine, very impressed. I'm surprised they mimic Fox engine so well. It actually looks and feels very similar to it.
Very much like Fox engine.
I bet Kojima just went in and stole the code for Fox engine.
No, they were using Guerrilla Games, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
they're Decima engine, right?
Yeah. So I'm optimistic about what the game can be. I also haven't seen the 30-minute explanation video that you were talking about, but same. I think same for now. I'm optimistic but not excited. I'm not sold.
I'm saying.
What would sell you on this game?
Oh, go ahead. I want to hear that.
I think there's potential for good gameplay, but we haven't seen it yet. I think that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
You think he's pulling like a Nintendo Breath of the Wild, where he's trying to keep you in the dark. He wants you to experience this game.
Yeah, but like Kojima's been on and off with his quality recently, so I don't want to just give him $60 with the hope that it'll be good.
Mm-hmm. I remember I asked you guys this before, but do you think that this game could be bad? But because it's Kojima, reviewers are like, "Oh, it's great.
I've been seeing multiple people put up pieces. They're like, "I've not even played this game, but Death Stranding is the best game I've ever played." Or things
that
like
was
that.
satire.
Wait, really?
No,
I hope it was, because
I think it was satire on what people are saying about it, right?
I'm hoping so, but I thought I saw it from 2 different sources, so you never know anymore.
The Kotaku one was definitely satire when I watched it.
But yeah,
Alex, how about you?
I don't know. I'm same teetering towards lame, though. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of Hollywood fatigue already. There's way too many actors in this game at this point. I think
Geoff Keighley's my favorite actor.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's the highest paid person in that production.
Is Guillermo del Toro going to be an NPC?
Yes, he is.
He is?
He was revealed as, I can't remember what his name is.
The Baby Master.
But,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's the guy in the cutscene.
Yep. Yeah, he was like one of the first NPCs revealed in the game. But at this point, there's just so many, you can't remember them all.
I tell you, Keanu's going to be in it.
Yeah, Kojima's probably still kicking himself he didn't get Keanu in his game.
He saw that Xbox reveal, and he's like, what the hell, guys? Why isn't he in my game? Get me one of those.
Why isn't he on stage yelling Death Stranding?
Exactly.
You think Death Stranding and Cyberpunk are the same game? It just transitions into each other?
That would be...
Is that the big reveal?
That would be the coolest reveal of all time.
I'd be alright with that, because that means Death Stranding would probably have good gameplay then.
Oof.
No, I don't know. I guess I have very low hopes for the gameplay of this title at the moment. They just showed walking and putting up a ladder.
Hey, they showed him pissing, alright?
Yep.
Yeah,
Piss on command.
You can't take a peek at that. Turn the camera away. Insomniac. Picked up by Sony.
Big acquisition. Honestly, I thought they were already kind of a part of Sony to begin with at this point, but...
That's what you kind of think, right? Like Naughty Dog 2? You're like...
Yeah, they're associated with Sony titles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder what this really means for their creative freedom, or if this is just more of a resourcing thing and, like, funding thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, they're making badass games already, so I guess this is just to help them get more money? Question mark? Not really sure.
It's like Spaceballs, the quest for more money.
Mm-hmm. But, good move. It's an epic gamer move, to be honest.
Alright, what about this one? This one's hot off the presses. Sean Layden saying that PS4 games might not necessarily be, or first party specifically, might not necessarily be console exclusive anymore coming with PS5.
Yeah, and that's big juicy news coming from Sony.
Mm-hmm.
They've been hush on that subject forever, mostly saying they wouldn't do it. But, now that they're getting more open to it, it opens a lot of avenues for a lot more revenue for their titles.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just a smart move in general. Of course, we got Nintendo still silent on the subject. They're the only ones who will stay true.
Oh, they'll never.
Yeah,
Never in a
same.
million years.
Plus
Same,
one.
I feel the same way. I don't think they're ever going to pass it on.
Unless Nintendo doesn't make consoles anymore and becomes purely a software publisher. Yeah, never gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that'll ever happen because I'm pretty sure Nintendo wants to corner that handheld market.
Yeah, I was watching, random side note, we're getting sidetracked, but watching something, Michael Pachter talk about Nintendo and how they move off the Switch, and he's like, honestly, I think they never do. I think all their consoles from now on, right, just new versions of the Switch.
Yep, that's totally how I see it. Mm-hmm. But yep, good stuff from Sony.
Yeah, I think it's
Go ahead, Tristan.
I think it's a big move because they were always against crossplay. They were like basically the bully that refused to share. In
they were
some
very
way.
isolationist. Mm-hmm.
So I think this is an interesting turn of events, to say the least.
Yeah, changing markets, and they're reacting.
Does this mean that the PS5 is a PC? Like a Steam machine?
Honestly, I was thinking that, like, does this mean that consoles are just going to become more and more of, like, video game exclusive streaming platforms? As, like, a PC base.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're headed to.
It's always interesting to see new console generations sort of bring about big changes within companies of how they've been doing things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta change according to your clientele.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. All right. Let me see. You guys want to talk about Minecraft? No? Yes?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it.
I mean,
We got
PewDiePie's
RTX
doing it. We gotta
done.
talk about it.
We got RTX done. That's our
Yeah,
conversation.
remember the Minecraft HD being dead in the water? It's back, thanks to NVIDIA.
Surprise!
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, a lot of games, though. There were, like, 10 games they had in that showcase that are now going to do RTX.
Yeah, I think it was needed, too, because before it was really only a couple select games that had it.
I think it was, like, 2. It was,
Yeah.
like,
Battlefield
5 and Tomb Raider.
Yep.
I actually don't know if I've ever played Battlefield with RTX on.
I played it single player. It looks gorgeous. But you play at, like, 40 FPS, 50 FPS,
Cinematic that way.
24 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
True cinematic experience. We will close off with something Tristan said earlier. But we're gonna talk about loot boxes because can't not talk about loot boxes.
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, we talk about Battle Royale. We gotta talk about loot boxes, right? Hand in hand. So we had two. Well, we have two stories kind of linked, so we're gonna talk about it at the same time. First one, we had Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft saying if you want to sell a game on their platform, you will now be required to disclose the odds of getting something in a loot box, which is something people have been calling for a while, as well as Rocket League has announced that later this year they will be discontinuing their loot crates entirely and now going to a purely, like, marketplace model, I guess is a good way to put it. Like, buy what you see what you get, sort of thing. What do you think? Why do you think these companies are doing this, first of all? Are they trying to change a mindset about, like, loot boxes? Are they finally seeing, like, all the negative press it's getting and this is just a PR move? What do you think?
It's a large part of PR move. Because obviously loot boxes have been attributed to basically being a functional form of gambling. At the most, you get some sort of reward, obviously, no matter what you do, but at the end of the day, it is gambling.
I think, wasn't there a country that was, like, China was enforcing this, right?
Yes,
I think it was.
There's a few countries that do make companies already disclose drop rates of certain things.
And I think Nintendo and a bunch of other folks are definitely thinking about expanding much, much more into China. I mean, I can see Nintendo doing this, but I think it's an overall pretty good move. I gotta keep saying epic gamer move.
Power gamer move.
A power gamer move. And I think this is the solution. I think over the years we've had a couple of stopgap solutions from different companies and different games, but, like, if the publishers, like the main publishers, are enforcing this, like, it's over. Like, we can solve the problem.
Of like gambling addiction or what?
Of just like any issues related to loot boxes. Like if
That's true.
If the big three say no, then like what are you gonna do about it, right?
Yeah, and I think a good thing to put on it is like Alex said, it's a little bit of a PR move, and I think this is like the least like relationship damaging way for the three to do it, right? Like it'll affect the sales a little bit, right? There'll be probably a lot of people are like, oh, I was going for this item, but now I see it's a 0.0001%. I'm not going to buy this loot crate, right? But like in the long run, it won't affect the profits like significantly, most likely. Like people still like the RNG aspect, I assume.
Yeah,
a little bit.
The pride and accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like if they outright banned it, right? I assume the publisher, other like EA's, like who publishes games on Xbox, would be like, "Hey,
yeah, they would just jump off the platform because they make way too much money off of loot boxes to ever make that a good decision."
I don't know if they would jump off the platform per se, but they would definitely throw a big fit.
They would.
Yeah, like Microsoft would be shooting themselves in the foot. They could be like, "Hey, Sony over here lets us do it. We're not going to sell our games on Xbox." So, but yeah,
I don't know if it would ever reach that. Like EA's just like, oh, we're not going to publish our game on PS4.
Perhaps. I don't know. I'd have to see the figure of sales based on FIFA versus whatever the card game or whatever in FIFA is that people spend money on. So I'd be curious. I think they make pretty good revenues from that continuously.
What about public opinion? Do you think that this will sway the conversation away from loot boxes for good? Or do you think that people still want sort of a Rocket League, just get rid of them, make a marketplace?
I feel like this would kind of expose loot boxes for what they are. And, you know, there's like always those horror stories about children buying like a $70,000 worth of loot boxes or whatever. I think it will help parents, and I think people will start to realize that loot boxes are, you know, not really worth it.
But what if I get that super rare item? I could sell it for $500.
I was hoping 5 more real quick.
I think those people will always exist.
Yep.
But I think for kind of the broader audience, like it'll start to turn people, which is what I think that they're trying to achieve right now.
Yeah,
with all this.
People will act a bit more rational. They won't just throw money till they eventually get something.
Yeah, my last thought was, do you think it was like social pressure that kind of forced this, right? Long time social pressure. Or is it more of they've ran the numbers and they realize, hey, like, marketplace model sells comparably to loot boxes, right? Like, Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo could be like, hey, we require you to do the loot box odds. If you don't want to do loot boxes anymore, hey, we've ran the numbers. You're not going to lose that much money, right? I mean, they can only obviously do things of games that, like, they publish, but, you know.
I feel like I don't know if they even consulted the game developers, to be honest. Because, like, all 3 of them are doing it, right? So, like, they don't really have a choice.
Yeah, I just think there's kind of a mounting political pressure almost.
Yeah, I think it still goes back to China.
And there's been talks in other countries as well about possibilities of banning outright or at least enforcing much harder loot box regulation.
Loot box regulation.
Yeah. Stop
Terms
the
that you didn't think you would
proliferation.
say in 2010. We need to regulate our loot boxes. Alrighty. That's all we've got for today, lads. Any closing thoughts?
I do. So that was Gamescom, but listen to this string of words. Tokyo Game Show. I'm ready for anime. I hope there's Tales news. I hope there's any kind of
Was there a
JRPG
slated
news.
release for that? 2020? 2021?
Just 2020 is the release date right now.
Okay, so next year. Okay. And some last news before we close out. We will be skipping next episode. We've got life things. Tristan's got places to go. Alex and I have
PAX.
stuff to do. We got PAX.
We're packing.
LineCon. So, episode 35 will be delayed. Either 1 or 2 weeks. We don't know. We'll catch up on the news when we get back. Don't worry.
You
Maybe
won't
there'll
miss
be
a
news.
thing. We'll talk about all the loot box news.
It'll talk about battle royales, loot boxes,
Kojima.
Norman Reedus,
Auto
Kojima,
battlers.
Farm Simulator League, we've got you. We're the #1 world source for Farm Simulator League news.
And we'll still miss all the Wednesday news that happens.
Exactly. Just hope they don't hold those tournaments on Wednesdays, otherwise... Whoops. In any regards, that wraps up episode 34 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is part of Viewport Gaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, features, and podcasts like this. You can check out all Viewport Gaming content at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Tristan. As always, I've been your host, Albert Corson, joined by Mr. John.
Goodbye!
And Mr. Nestor.
See you next time.